hearing date. If you wish to have an opportunity to have the court reevaluate your case, to have an opportunity to speak with the state to determine if you wish to have a trial or if you wish to enter a different type of plea, and if you're eligible to do so, then this is that calendar. So it is my understanding that we have a couple of individuals who are here today to take that opportunity. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, and Your Honor, I honestly, I don't want to waste the court's time or the state's resources, and I taking responsibility. Reason I paid for it. My reason for being here today. Yes. Okay, thank you. Can you go for me, then, please? Sorry, I'm also at a doctor's appointment, which ran late. So, honestly, like what I really would, I just want to ask the court for clemency, if possible, to bring the charge down to, 10 or under over the limit, so that I may continue to, I just want to ask for clemency from the court.
Okay, so hold on, Ms. Hunter, or I think this would be Ms. Hunter's case. I don't have the ability to reduce the amount that you're charged with. The only change I could make is if you went to trial, then I could hear the evidence and decide whether you were guilty or not guilty if it was a bench trial. But the solicitor's office has, I guess, rules about how they evaluate cases. Ms. Hunter, have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Cordero about what he's asking the court to do?
I have not, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Cordero, what I wish to do at this time is to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Hunter. And then if we can put you in a breakout room, you and she can speak. You can discuss your driving record or anything else that may have a bearing on what you're asking the court to do, because I really can't opine on the case. I can't really take any action or give an opinion until such time as the case is before me for a plea or a trial. So in order to not have me hear things that I shouldn't hear, I would prefer if the clerk will set up a breakout room for Ms. Hunter and Mr. Cordero, then we can get them into that room. Mr. Williams, is it Mr. Williams?
Your Honor.
All right, so we'll set that up in a moment and you'll see the prompt to join the breakout room. And also I see a Sean Williams.
Yes, Your Honor, this case was apparently reset to this calendar. This case is supposed to, I guess, have been transferred to state court.
Okay.
It looks like we received it in our office March 4th. At least I got that information from Ms. Brenner this morning.
Okay.
So we'll be accusing that case and he'll get future notice regarding his first arraignment on that traffic matter in state court.
Okay, so Mr. Williams, you'll get a notice about your traffic arraignment, and we do those by Zoom currently. And you'll have the opportunity, but to appear by Zoom if you wish to, or you can come in. We do have a courtroom that's set up for social distancing, and you'll get all of that information in your notice. Now, if anything changes or has changed about your mailing address or where we would send notice to you, please make sure that you let us know at this time. Has anything changed? Are you at the same mailing address?
No, same mailing address.
Okay, all right, so then you'll get notice for the date of your arraignment. And then at that time, if you wish to, your three options will be, you can enter a plea of not guilty and have a trial by jury or judge. That trial will not be on the arraignment date, but we'll set one up for you. You have the option of entering a plea of guilty or a plea of nolo, which is no contest. You always have the opportunity to have an attorney represent you. And if at the point that we're at the arraignment, if you choose to have an attorney appointed to you, I can do that. Or if you wish to bring an attorney with you, once you get notice, you can give your attorney notice of the date. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. You're free to go at this time.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. So I will wait until Ms. Hunter and Mr. Cordero are back. All right, Ms. Hunter.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Cordero should be returning. He's going to enter a not guilty.
Is it Miss Brenda today? Miss Brenda?
Yes, I just closed the breakout room, so he should be back.
Okay, it'll take a minute for him to come back. So Miss Brenda, is there anyone else who, I guess, contacted the court in order to get the opportunity to appear today?
No, it was just Mr. Cordero.
Okay, all right, so once we get his case set, then I guess we'll adjourn. Oh, Mr. Cordero? So my understanding,
Your
sir,
Honor.
is you're going to enter a plea of not guilty. And you can, the clerk is going to get your information and you'll get a court notice about your next move when we put you on a calendar. And if anything changes about your mailing address, please make sure that you let the traffic court clerk know, and that's in the Clayton County State Court Clerk's office. But otherwise, you should get your notice in the mail, okay?
All right, excellent. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
I appreciate the opportunity. And so at this time, I'm not gonna be needing to do anything else.
No, sir. Hold on just one second. Miss Brenda, is there anything else Mr. Cordero needs at this time? The court is recognizing that he's entering a plea of not guilty.
I just wanted to ask, just to keep it noted, did Mr. Cordero mention if he wanted to have a bench trial or a jury trial?
Mr. Cordero, if you want a bench trial, because of COVID-19, those will probably be quicker if that's a concern of yours. But either way, you'll get a trial. A bench trial is just a trial before me or another judge of the state court. A jury trial would be a trial before a jury of 6 people and the judge. So which do you wish to do, sir?
Okay, so the bench trial as opposed to a jury trial, what would be the procedure, the difference in procedure?
It's essentially the same procedure. You would present your argument and your evidence before me or another judge of the state court. We would hear the argument and evidence. We would have the law right there at our fingertips, and we would apply the law based on the evidence that we hear, and then we would make a decision. A jury trial means that you would make your argument and present your evidence before a jury of 6 people. The jury would decide whether you are guilty or not guilty of the offense, and then the judge, if you were found to be guilty, would impose the sentence. So the jury would not decide the sentence, but they would decide whether you're guilty or not guilty. In a bench trial, the judge does both.
I see. And now, as of right now, the sentence is the fine that I paid for. Is that right?
Essentially, yeah, it's a traffic court case. So we're talking about fines and fees as opposed to anything else. And I'm not even sure what you're charged with, because like I said, I don't get into the details until you come before the court. Yeah, there's very few cases of traffic court that anybody gets jail time for. As long as you show up, it's going to be a fine and a fee.
Okay, all right, but the fine can increase.
Not necessarily. I generally try not to increase fines just because you're choosing to go to trial.
Okay, even if I choose to go with a jury?
Yeah, it is your right under the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the state of Georgia if you wish to have a trial, it is your right to have a trial. So I don't punish you if you go to trial and you're convicted at trial, as opposed to taking a plea. It may just be quicker to take a plea if that's what if you believe yourself to be guilty of the offense. But if you're not and you go to trial, I don't punish you for that. That's your right.
All right. Your Honor, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so, yes, I believe I am going to go ahead and exercise my right, and I will request a jury trial.
Okay, no problem, sir. So we'll get you set up for that. Like I said, because of COVID-19, we're just getting back to doing them. So we haven't even started yet. It's going to take a minute. So don't think we've forgotten you, but we will get you on a jury trial calendar. Okay.
And I had, I'm sorry, did I interrupt? Apologize.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so then I did have a question. So as far as what I've paid in the past for the citation, that kind of would stay on hold until the end of the trial, or?
Yes. And so what'll happen is if you are found not guilty, you get the entire thing back. If the fee differs at all, if you're found guilty and say the fine and fee is less, what you're sentenced to, the fine and fee is less, then you would get a refund. If it's more, then you would just pay the difference.
But most likely it's say, if by any chance I would be guilty,
It's
court
generally
would
the
probably-
same.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's generally
Okay.
the same.
All right. Well,
So
thank you
Judge,
so much.
that can depend on several things. So I don't want him to believe.
Okay, so Mr. Cordero, Ms. Hunter is correct. I won't increase the fee for you choosing to go to trial. But what does happen is if they look at your driving record and it's horrible, like you've had 1,000 different things on there, that might increase the fee, and it might end up with them asking you to take a defensive driving course because we don't want you on the roads because you're a bad driver. That's different. But I don't increase the fee just because you're going to trial. And that's the distinction I should have made. Thank you, Ms. Hunter.
That's fair. Thank you. Thank
You're
you. I
welcome.
appreciate it. And thank you, Ms. Hunter, for the input. Appreciate that as well.
All righty. All right. Well, sir, you're free to go at this time, and we will go ahead and get you your notice in the mail.
Thank you so much. Hope everyone has a blessed day.
You too, sir. Thank you. All right. All right. So at this time, I don't believe there's anyone else who needs the services of the court. And we had our 9 o'clock session, our 1 o'clock session, and at this time, the court is going to adjourn. If you are watching this and you believe and you've paid your fines and fees online or by phone, or you've come in to pay, but you wish to have a trial or have your case reconsidered, please contact the state court clerk's office, the traffic division, and they will assist you with getting placed on one of